All right, hey, and welcome to another edition of Extra Butter, where me and this guy pretend we know about movies. My name is Jordan Lawrence, music editor at Free Times.
I'm Chris Trainer, aka JJ Reddick, aka Wojo's Back Cream, aka Johnny Danger, not Venezuelan. I'm staff writer here.
Awesome. So today we're going to kind of think about the summer that was, since we're at the end of it here.
Sure.
Based on the movies that are coming out this week, we're definitely at the end of it. Make sure you go see the new Hitman. I'm sure it's not going to suck.
Hitman Agent 47.
Hitman Agent 47.
I mean, who's got the fast food tie-in for that one?
Probably Arby's. I think that falls all the way down to Arby's.
Right. Oh, get you some horsey sauce all over your Agent 47. And Sinister 2.
And Sinister 2 and American Ultra.
Which looks interesting.
Yeah.
Not getting good reviews, but looks interesting. So maybe you're interested in American Ultra or Sinister 2 or something like that.
But anyway, we've come to the end of the summer. I guess what was the biggest thing for you about the summer of 2015? What is leaving the biggest impression as we exit?
Well, it's interesting. For one thing, just overall, just looking at the overall picture. I was reading a piece in USA Today before we started talking, and the box office take was about 9% up over last summer. You know, a year ago we were in this. Oh my God, the box office is down. People aren't going to go to movies anymore, and what's the future? You know, and now a year later, it's like, smoking cigars and making it rain. But so people really, if you make movies people want to see, they're going to go. I'll put it on two levels. My favorite movie of the summer. Don't throw any tomatoes at me, but my favorite movie was The Gift.
I haven't seen that yet.
Which was a small thriller, very reminiscent of some kind of early 90s single white female type of thing. It's got a big twist in it I won't give away, but that was probably the best movie I saw in the summer. Kind of not really a fall movie that they slipped into summer. But as far as tentpole films, I really had a lot of fun with Jurassic World.
I very much enjoyed Jurassic World as well.
I was going to ask you about that. I don't know if we've talked about that here. I mean, why do you think that movie connected so much? I mean, it's one of the biggest box office hits ever. I mean, people it sold more tickets than Jurassic Park. I mean, why do you think it connected like it did?
Well, it tapped into, as a movie, it tapped into its the nostalgia of its brand so well.
Yeah.
And apparently there was a lot of nostalgia for that brand. I mean, I wasn't surprised of that, but maybe even more than, I thought there was. I mean, people really dug this, callback to the original ideas that started the franchise.
I think there was enough distance from the original film that, folks our age, of course, remember when we were kids and wanted to experience that again. But then, kids, like my daughter, through me, digs Jurassic Park. So to her, Jurassic World was something to get really excited about. So it hit kids, it hit adults, and yeah, I'm kind of surprised that it had the brand recognition that it did. I mean, I think what it did this summer proved that Jurassic Park is up there with Star Wars or Indiana Jones or any of those pulp. It's one of the franchises, with what it did. And you can throw Marvel in there as well. So, what about some of the stuff? Obviously, Jurassic World was a big hit. We had some critical darlings as well. Dope. The Gift has been one, some of the smaller films. But not everything had such success. Fantastic Four, just a couple weekends ago, just ate it at the box office.
It was the first. Comic book tentpole movie like that to not hit 30 cents. What was the last one? I read it. It's been since 2007 or something like that.
Which was almost
hadn't made 30 million
on opening weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, which means people didn't even give it a chance. It's not like they went and said. I mean, it just. Why do you think that is? I mean, do you think people are cognizant? Okay, this isn't the Marvel universe. I think some cheap thing, or it had good actors in it, but I mean.
I think the MCU helps a lot. I think that those movies, it's starting to hold sway. They outperform.
Right.
And Fantastic Four is kind of caught adrift because all of the other properties that are around, you know, Marvel or DC properties have been built into this like kind of continuity that even if
Right.
it's not like as big as the MCU, it's
Sure.
X-Men has its thing going on over there where, you know, it has bringing you in again.
Almost its own universe.
Exactly. So you're rebooting a franchise that was never a part of anything else but just this one universe of
Right.
4 heroes and not tying it to anything.
Sure. I mean, and I've read about the director being in the studio, and he tweeted out, Josh Trank, the director, tweeted out that what you're seeing in theaters is not his vision, and he deleted that tweet. So, yeah, Fantastic Four they've never really found this is the third go round with them, so they've never really found their mark.
Well, the other thing that I think is interesting about it, and I haven't seen it yet, but a lot of, you know, what I've read about it is talks about how it tries to be too dour, how it's, you know, trying to be that kind of serious superhero movie. I wonder how DC feels about the way that Fantastic Four has just came out and fell flat on its face.
Sure.
Because they're about to start 10 years worth of programming that's based on superheroes not being funny.
Yeah. I mean, there's been talk of, will there be a laugh in Batman?
Exactly.
You know, and yeah, the Fantastic Four, they weren't. It's always been I don't want to say goofy, but it's always been a light in the comics.
Yeah.
You know, a light read. Yeah, they are Marvel's first family. So I mean, I don't think that the powers that be are just going to let this lie. I mean, years to come, we'll see something else. But yeah.
I think they'll find their way into the MCU now because I don't think the property is that valuable to, was it Universal? No, it's not. It's Sony.
20th Century
Sony
Fox.
holds it. Yeah. No, it's 20th Century Fox?
20th
You're right,
Century
you're right.
Yeah. Which I think made the movie.
Sony owns Spider-Man.
Yes, they do, and they have now allowed him in
Right.
the MCU. But okay, well, you know, looking at, I'm trying to think of. Oh yes, Tomorrowland with George Clooney also bombed. I saw that.
Pretty hard.
It bombed really hard. I saw that and I didn't really meet the critics' rage with it. I thought that was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
A little heavy-handed in its messaging, but yeah, Brad Bird kind of disappointed with that one.
Before we exit, I'd like to put on the record that I haven't seen everything I'd like to yet.
Yeah.
But Inside Out was definitely the best movie I saw all summer. I thought Inside Out was just incredible, maybe the best movie that Pixar's made.
While I would not put it at the top for my summer, I would say it was a fantastic movie. At least in the very upper crust of Pixar's catalog. I mean, you're right about that. I mean, Inside Out was. I mean, it hit all 4 quadrants. It was a really good movie. So yeah, I agree with you 100% on that.
Sure.
And Pixar has what coming next? Like a dinosaur? The Good Dinosaur?
The Good Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That comes out this fall.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're on a roll. I mean, it's Pixar.
What can they do?
They've never, except for the Cars movies, they've really never taken a misstep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're building they're building mansions on those Cars movies. So,
Awesome.
all right.
Well, yeah, that's our wrap up of the summer, and we'll get looking towards the fall, and we get to catch up with you next week. Once again, I'm Jordan Lawrence.
I'm Chris Strainer. This was a little different. I promise you some more dick jokes next week. So, peace.
Peace.